A couple things. So after I had been asked to take this job, it was pretty interesting to me because I'd never really done anything in the least bit political. And being a police chief, being asked to talk about the drug issues, not from the law enforcement standpoint, but from the standpoint of prevention and the standpoint of recovery and treatment. Those are really important issues, and I'm what's called like the unexpected messenger. If you're a police chief or a sheriff or a prosecutor, they expect you to talk about minimum mandatories and war on drugs and on and on. And when we shaped President Obama's drug control strategy, we shaped it toward prevention and treatment, to look at addiction as a disease, to understand that the best ways to approach this are with all of us coming together. And the public health model and the public education model are clearly two of those things that have been underutilized and needed to be boosted. So when we put that strategy together and the President released it from the Oval Office in May of 2010, some of my friends and actually a couple different reporters had called me up and said, well, you know, we're going to check because this looks like to us it's soft on drugs. And so one of the reporters in the Chicago area, and I said, well, you know, when I talk to my colleagues from around the country, they say this is the best way to approach the drug problem in this country. It's not about being soft on drugs, it's about being smart on drugs. Well, I'm not sure the guy actually believed me. So he said, well, he called me up and he said, I talked to 10 different police chiefs in the Chicago area. He said, all of them agreed with you. I said, oh, okay. So I guess that was verification. You know, law enforcement has been far ahead on this issue, and sometimes some of the elected officials in Washington, D.C., and maybe in a few states weren't as far ahead as the people that I have met here today in Virginia. Approaching it this way means it's a better life in recovery, it's a better life for families, it's a better life for the taxpayers, because I've met now thousands of people around the country that are not on the tax rolls, they're actually paying taxes, they're back taking care of their families, and it's pretty amazing. And as the sheriff said and others that were up here before me, removing the stigma is really important. Removing the stigma from around drug addiction is absolutely critical.